Thank you so much for coming to my presentation. I'm going to talk about a wonderful topic that has caught the attention of many parents because at the moment it is something that they want to venture in for the success of their children. Right now, we are at a facility where students come and stay, and this is a lining of a boarding school. And my presentation is going to base on the benefits and the funding of these schools, and to give the information why it is necessary for the parents to have a view of what these schools are. I'm going to start by defining what boarding schools are. A boarding school is a facility where children go to learn, and the school provides the infrastructure and the accommodation, the feeding, and taking care of the children. The children stay away from their parents for a period of 12 weeks, and parents only visit them maybe twice in those weeks. Now, these schools are common in the United Kingdom, in Asia, in China, and in some parts of Africa. Why have parents embraced them? And why have they become so popular in today's living? This is because of the benefits that they provide. The first benefit is they are a place where networking is made possible. What do we talk about networking? Networking requires that people come and get friends, and some of these friends will help them in the future. How do they do that? They try to make friends. Then, when they leave these schools, they grow up, they venture into businesses or go into the professional world. It is easy for them to go back and know that they have someone they can always refer to or consider to help them in the investment or the professional world they're in. So boarding schools offer that platform for networking. Boarding schools have also been places where leaders and statesmen have been nurtured, groomed, developed, and skilled. Eton School is one of them. It has produced the great prime ministers in the United Kingdom. When you look at other countries, there are places where people went to boarding schools and they became presidents of those nations. So you find that when these become areas of nurturing statesmen, people prefer to take their kids there because they know that in the future they will be of value to their communities and their countries. The third point is boarding school, how parents find the time they need to work. Parents are busy looking for money. They also want to make sure that their children are in a facility where they're safe. Security is key for them. So they take them to these schools for that period of time where they feel they can only visit them, but concentrate, have peace of mind that these children are safe. Now, if these schools are providing these benefits, who funds them? And how did these boarding schools come in place? Some schools were opened by the government. The government was using it as a tool to assimilate people and teach them certain principles, and they became great places where they would take the children there. Other schools were opened by religious affiliated organizations and charities. Missionaries were teaching the gospel to several people. So they came to nurture and start up this school as a way of teaching them religious principles. Now, the churches that they left continue to fund these schools. And when they fund them, they enable the parents to co-share the cost so that their children can have better facilities. Investors have also ventured into these schools. It's a good business for them to make money. So they come and open up the businesses, advertise, put up the facilities, and encourage parents to take their children to those schools. How do they do that? The investment is great, but they know that the rewards will be available. It is a place where children will go and nurture their talents, become good professionals in sport and in athletics, and that's how they can excel in the world. So investors have played a great part in funding the schools. Parents are also funding the schools. So there's an element of cost sharing. The parents pay because they know that their kids are getting the best facilities. Basing on the benefits and the funding that is available. In conclusion, parents need to realize what they can get in their schools. It is up to them to make the choice whether they want to take their children there or they want to find an alternative that best serves them. Thank you so much for listening to me.